Hi, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Children. All right. Here we are. ACI homework review with Tibetan review. Course 15, class 5. Question 1. Who would like to read? Hmm, Hong Sun, would you like to read?
Uh, yes. Question one. Uh, what does the expression the outcome of the exchange refer to? Tibetan tract also give the Tibetan for this expression.
Yeah. Does anybody know about the outcome of the exchange? We're talking about the mind-only school and the three characteristics. The three characteristics are Kutak, Shenwang, and Yongju. All right. Nobody knows. That's okay. Um, so the alchemy exchange is we talked about it yesterday. I didn't call it that, but it means if you take away all the constructs from all the shenwangs, what you end up with from all the dependent things, what you end up is with this totality, the ultimate nature of things. Uh, oh, or not. Hmm. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of something else. They call this the outcome of the computation. Sorry. This is talking about the turnings of the wheel. All right. So in the first turning of the wheel, Lord Buddha said, everything is real. In the second turning of the wheel, he said, nothing has its own nature at all. And in the third turning of the wheel, um, he said, some things are real and some things have no nature. And so for the mind only school, the third turning of the wheel was the literal one, and the first and second turnings were the figurative ones, the ones where he was just saying things a certain way to help people. Does anybody know which one the middle way thinks is the figurative one and which one the middle way thinks is are the literal ones?
1 and 2 are the literal ones, and 3 is the figurative one.
No, just
Or the
two.
opposite.
No, the opposite would be mind only. Uh, 1 and 3 are figurative, and two is the true one. Things have no nature of their own. All right. Hong Song, read this.
Yes. The outcome of the exchange refers to the profit or conclusion that the Bodhisattva Paramattha Samudgata gains from his verbal exchange with Lord Buddha, asking him what he meant when he
Meant. Meant.
meant meant when he seemed to contradict himself, especially during the second turning of the wheel. The outcome is that the Bodhisattva comes to understand that Lord uh, Buddha was being figurative during the first and second turning of the wheel, and literal during the third.
Yeah, good. Thank you. So yeah, Drupton, the the meaning or outcome, uh, drup of the exchange. I don't know what really came out of what happened, something like that. All right. All right. Number two. Um, Vanitova, would you like to read?
Yes. To name the three famous turnings of the wheel of the Dharma, the three great convocations and
Convocations.
convon,
Conv
convoc-
convocations.
convocations,
Good. Yep.
and state when they were primarily taught, b where they were primarily taught, for whom they were primarily taught, d their basic subject matter, and a what from and e what from the point of view of the outcome of the exchange. Their view was on whether things have their own nature or not.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know him, Panitova? When it's kind of a long answer. Uh, but basically, when was the first turning of the wheel taught? Maybe you don't know. It's fine. I'll just go through them. First turn of wheel was taught earlier in Lord Buddha's career, right after he got enlightened, for about the first 20 years. Um, second, middle of his career, and third near the end of his career, although they overlap some. Where were they primarily taught? There's different locations for all three. Um, First turning, a lot of it was in Bulgaria. Second turning, places like Vulture's Peak and Shavastri. Third, various locations. For whom are they primarily taught? Um, First turning, mostly for people like Abhidharma school. Second turning, people uh like upper middle way. Third turning, mostly mind only. Their basic subject matter. First turning, for no truths, for Arya truths, um, the five heaps, stuff like that. Second turning, emptiness. Third turning, the three characteristics. And what, from the point of view of the outcome of the exchange, their view was on whether things have their own nature or not. First one is figurative. Things don't exactly have their own nature. Um, Second one is figurative. Things um have more nature than he said. And third one is accurate. Some things have their own nature and some things don't. All right. Panitova, please read.
First turning of the wheel of the Dharma period, primarily during the early part of Lord Buddha's teaching, named the turning of the wheel on the Four Truths. Denshi Chokor, place Sarnath near Varanasi. Varanasi.
Yeah, Sarnath.
Sarnath.
Yeah, one second. Denshi, four truths. Um, Chukor, the turning of the wheel of the Dharma. All right. This is just Tibetan for Varanasi. Varanasi. Keep going, please.
This the place, those of the lower way, named
Disciples.
disciples.
Yeah. Yeah, Nentu Tekpa, the listener vehicle. Basic subject. Go ahead, read this.
Basic subject matter, the four realized truths.
Okay. What's Pakpa mean?
Arya,
Yeah, realized here. She,
four
yeah, Denpa,
truths.
truths. Yeah, good. Read this.
You, every existing thing exists by definition.
Yeah, Chinam.
Existing things
Yeah, all things. Drupa.
is become
Exists. Ki.
I
Yeah, Rangiteni.
own definition.
Exactly. Good. Continue.
To a second turning of the wheel of the Dharma period, primarily during the middle part of Lord Buddha's teaching, named the turning of the wheel on how nothing exists by definition.
Yeah. Chulkor.
Wheel of the Dharma
Yep. Teni.
definition
Mepa.
doesn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing exists. Okay. Um, place.
Vultures speak in Rajagirha.
Yeah, good. Uh, Chagu is a vulture. Pumpoiri is like a mountain or a mount or a peak. Literally pile of mountains. Okay. Read this.
Disciples, those of the greater way.
Yeah, read this.
Chen.
Tech Chen. Yeah, Tech Wei Chen greater.
Basis subject matter emptiness.
Yep.
Tonpani
What's Tongpa Ni mean?
emptiness.
Yeah, what's the Ni mean?
Ness in
Good.
here.
Yes, good. Read this.
You, no existence thing exists by definition.
Correct. Um, Ma?
Not
No. Use these. No. Drupa?
existing
Good. Chanam?
thing
Yeah. Rangiteni.
exists by definition.
Yeah, by key. Yeah. Good. Rangiteni. It's literally its own definition, but okay. And now the third turning of the wheel.
Uh, Third turning of the wheel of Dharma period, primarily during the later part of Lord Buddha's teaching, name the turning of the wheel of on fine distinctions.
Yeah. Um, Chunkor.
Wheel of the Dharma,
Yeah. Lek Chei.
fine distinctions.
Yeah, Lek is like fine or good. Che means distinctions or divisions. Here you go.
Place Vaishali,
Yeah, Yang Chen. Just means Vaishali.
disciples, those of all ways.
Yeah, good. Read this.
Tekpa Tamche,
Yeah, Tamche, what's that mean?
all.
Yeah, what's Tekpa mean? Literally and figuratively here.
mean ways and
Correct. Yeah,
mm,
yeah, ways, the people of those ways, disciples, right?
yes.
Yeah, literally, it's vehicle, and ways is how we translate it. Good. Read
Basic
this.
subject matter, the three attributes. Sen-
Good.
Three.
Some, Tenny.
Uh, in here, attributes, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be attributes, characteristics, um, also definition, right?
Mm.
And the view?
Some things exist by definition and some do not, and we must make fine distinction between them.
Correct. True. Droop.
Exist,
Yeah, some things exist. My droop.
not exist,
Yeah, some things don't exist. Ki.
by
Yeah, by Rangitani.
own definition.
Yeah, that's how Chunam are.
Things,
Yeah, that's how Chunamla, how things are. So we have to lekbarche.
good distinctions.
Yeah, make fine distinctions. Okay. Here's the trick. Just steal what Geshe wrote. All right, that's it. Yay!
Thank you.
Good job. All right. How many questions are left? Oh my. Okay, let me do a couple myself. All right. 3. According to the mind-only school, which of these 3 turnings of the wheel, also called groups of sutras, were spoken literally and which were figurative, or something we must interpret? According to the Middle Way school, which are to be taken on face value and which are not? Why so in each case? Okay, I kind of already answered this. Um, Mike Hoffman wants to help because he knows the answer now, right, Mike?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Okay, we'll just go through them like by numbers. I'll say 1, 2, or 3, and then I'll say mind only or middle way. You tell me literal or figurative. 1, mind only.
No, no, no. Figure it out.
Yep. Middle way.
2, literal.
No.
Oh, I'm
First,
sorry, 2.
first turning of the wheel, middle way. Literal or figurative?
Is oh, middle way, right? Figurative.
Correct. Second turning of the wheel, mind only.
Figurative.
Middle way.
Literal.
Correct. Third turning of the wheel, mind only.
Literal.
Correct. Middle way.
Figurative.
Got it. Correct. I'll read the answer. Thank you, Mike. Mind only
Thank you.
school. You're welcome. Mind only school. The first 2 are figurative and the last one literal, because it's neither true that all things exist by definition, nor that nothing exists by definition. Some are one and some are the other. The only literal teaching is the one, the third turning of the wheel, where Lord Buddha made these distinctions. Middle way. The first and the last are not to be taken on face value, but the middle one is, because it is true that nothing exists by definition, as stated in the middle one, and not true that everything exists by definition, as stated in the first, or that some things do and some things do not exist by definition, as stated in the last. But remember that in this school, literal means any teaching in which Lord Buddha referred clearly to emptiness, and figurative means any teaching in which he did not. All right? Okay. Number 4. Give in English the four expressions that the Bodhisattva Paramartha Samutgata uses to express the fact, according to the mind only school, the first turnings of the wheel are figurative. Oof. I don't remember. Don't remember. Somebody help me read it. Daria, would you like to read? Read this.
He says that they have something higher, that they leave an opening, that they have to be interpreted further, and that they can serve as a basis for contention.
Good reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what he said. All right, number 5. Um, Lynn, would you like to read?
Sure.
Hey.
What, in the context of the commentary on the true intent, is the real criterion that decides whether a person belongs to the lower ways, Hinayana, or the higher way, Mahayana?
Yeah. Yeah, what is the real criterion? I would say the view of emptiness in their mind, right? I mean, if you're not talking about bodhicitta, of course. If you're talking about bodhicitta, then if they have bodhicitta, they're middle way, they're Mahayana. But if they have a view of emptiness that can get them enlightened instead of just nirvana, does that make sense though? I don't know. There's a big discussion about this. Um, in illumination, I think. But I would say their view of emptiness. Uh yeah. Read this, Lynn.
Yeah. The question is whether is or not their views on emptiness belong to the lower to ancient school of India, the Adidharma or higher knowledge school, and the Sutrist or logic and perceptual theory school, are the higher two schools, mind only and middle way.
Yeah, that's all. Good. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. All right, moving along. Yeah, it's just view in that case. Name and explain the image that is being referred to in the expression wheel of the Dharma. Yeah, what does it mean, turn the wheel? Does anybody know?
Isn't that just when we teach?
Yeah, so say more.
Like you have one set of some opinions, and then once the wheel of dawn is turned, you
Sorry,
implement
can't
all.
really hear you. Can you?
It's you have one set of like opinions and beliefs, and then once the wheels turn, then you have a new set of beliefs based on wisdom.
Something like that. It's, as I know it, it's like you, the, it's like cogs. It's like two cogs. Like once you turn the wheel, then that allows your students to then move the wheel themselves, and then they do it for their students, and their students do it for theirs, like that. So it's like cogs in like a watch or a mechanism, one just triggering the other one to like be able to teach and then have realizations, something like that.
Well,
Oh, that's different. Yeah, I was talking about this part. There is a wheel, like the wheel. Oh, it's compared to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I'll read it. The Dharma is being compared to the precious wheel of the wheel-empowered king, or Chakravartin. In commentaries to the Mandala offering, this was described as some 2,000 miles in diameter. It is like a spaceship that can travel 500,000 miles a day and carries the king and his four armed forces to the four continents, thus giving him power to rule. All right. It's a huge spaceship. Just so the spiritual realizations we get when we are taught the Dharma, especially the path of seeing or direct realization of emptiness, allow us to conquer new spiritual territory quickly and effectively. The parts of the wheel are also compared to the eightfold path of realized beings. Okay, that's not exactly what I said, but I've heard it the way I said it too. So I guess it's both. Um, um, yeah. Usually they have the wheel that has eight spokes, or eight handles on it. Kind of looks like a steering wheel for a ship or something. Each one of those is supposed to be the eightfold, one of the parts of the eightfold path. All right. Korlugyorwe gel poi korlo rinpoche. It's like the rinpoche, that precious item, korlo, which is a wheel of the gelpo, the king or emperor, depending how you translate it. Um, Korlu, Korlu Gyurwe, the who weaves the wheel, who has the spaceship. All right, all right. Hmm. Maybe number seven is more what I was talking about. Um, Hannah, would you like to read this question?
Yes, thank you. Name the two classical types of Wheel of the Dharma.
Types.
Types.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The I would think the real is yay. I got one right. Read this, Hannah.
The Wheel of the Dharma, Deity's teachings, refers to physical teachings, whether verbal or written. The Wheel of the Dharma, Deity's realization, refers to the spiritual realization we gain from learning the Dharma, especially the direct perception of emptiness during the path of think.
Yes, exactly. So like the books, the physical teachings, and realizations that occur. So Lungi Chunkor, that's the wheel in the form of um physical or written stuff. Lung is kind of like book, and then Tope Chulkor, the wheel in form of realizations. Tokpa. Oh. Oh, this is, I was thinking this. Let me explain. Oh, this is just the image. Okay. Now number eight, I think, is the answer I gave. Somebody read this. Mike, read this, please.
What does it mean to turn the Dharma?
Yeah, I think it's what I just said. Yeah, it is. Read this.
Lord Buddha or any other holy teacher speaks the wheel of the Dharma, which is teachings, and thereby triggers in the disciple the wheel of the Dharma, which is realizations. This continues from generation to generation.
Yeah, I just confused the questions. Good. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
All right. That's it. We are halfway done course 15. There'll just be 5 more classes, and then we'll start our review courses. I hope you're all enjoying it, and I hope this serves people for generations, producing realizations in me and them. All right, everybody. Have a lovely day, night, wherever you are. Bye.